Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
That's right. It's Companies to Watch. I'm Emaad, Akhtar, and I'm joined in the hot seat by Danko.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you in the hot seat.
We're both in the hot seat.
We're both in the hot seat.
All
but
right.
you're in a hotter seat because you don't know what stock we're talking about today.
Is it a hot or not, though?
Hang on.
Okay.
Welcome to Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends and risks, as well as hidden gems or warning signs to stay clear of. So be part of the conversation, 88550893, and tell us whether you think it's going to be
a hot or not.
Oh, I'm really liking this dynamic.
You missed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I missed it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Emaad. Now, it is the oldest operating U.S. airline and the 7th oldest operating worldwide.
Okay.
Do you have any clues as to what company we're focusing on today?
Okay, I spent 5 years in the U.S., and I did do a fair bit of domestic travel.
Okay.
United Airlines, or it's American Airlines, or is it Delta?
You hit the spot.
Which one is it?
Delta
It's Delta.
Airlines.
Hey.
Did you have a clue before that?
Yeah, because I've traveled a lot.
Okay. Domestically.
Domestically, yeah.
Where were you based in the U.S.?
I call them the acronym TNPA, the trifecta of non-punctual airlines.
You lost me at trifecta, but okay. All right, yes, we are turning to Delta Airlines, a major airline in the U.S. headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, operating 9 hubs. And the reason why we're talking about that is because their CEO, Ed Bastian, didn't mince his word when he described the start to the year, calling it a parade of horribles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's horrible?
You haven't been traveling much. You haven't been, giving business to them.
Not within
reason.
the U.S., no.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. Where was your last trip? What was your last trip?
Last trip was to Phuket.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was expecting something else from you. All right. When was the last time you were in the
next
US?
trip is to Japan.
Next trip is to Japan. When is that happening?
April. When you're away, Dan.
No. Oh, yeah. That's when I'm away as well. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be in the air at the same time, just going different places.
Potentially, yes. Yeah. But not for Delta Airlines.
No, for JAL.
Okay.
Japan Airlines.
We'll talk about that a separate time then. Now, Delta Airlines, they got its profit expectations for the first quarter roughly by half on weakening demand. The latest sign that economic worries are pressuring consumer spending. So earnings per share expected to be about 30 to 50 cents a share in the period. That's much lower from the $1 that it had forecast earlier in the period. And Delta also lowered its guidance for revenue growth to reflect a $500 million reduction and for operating margin as well. So the carrier now sees revenue rising no more than 4% from a year ago, compared with their earlier forecast of as much as a 9% jump. So that does mark a sharp reversal from the start of the year when CEO Bastian trumpeted a steady demand environment. But they've also cited various factors such as volatility and concerns over flight safety that have weighed on the U.S. industry in the recent weeks. Now, if you look at the news, and I mean, we obviously did see some unfortunate events that happened over, I think, the period of 3 months, right? Did that affect the way you made your travel plans? Did that make you think twice about taking a plane?
To be honest, not really, because those incidents that we see in the news are like one of hundreds of thousands of flights every day, right? So it's important to put that into context. But of course, as a frequent traveler, it does kind of shake you a little bit.
It does, yeah. It makes you think about the safety, procedures of the flight, where the doors would just fling open.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of flight.
Don't know what I would do if that actually happened.
To be honest, me neither.
Especially if I was sitting on the seat right next to that door.
You're right, yeah. So, that certainly did, temper some sentiment in this space, and definitely did make people reconsider their travel plans. And according to analysts, the airline had been expected to trim its guidance, but the magnitude is more severe than expected. So questions about safety, questions about growth forecasts, these are all in the red. Now, if you remember about the fatal collision between the American Airlines passenger jet and the Army helicopter that happened on January 29th.
Yep, I remember that.
Then we've also got the crash landing of Delta regional jet that just flipped entirely.
In Toronto, right?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Yep.
So those are, some of the questions that consumers are just leaving it to the airlines to kind of set in place at least a new form of protocols just to reinvigorate some form of confidence into the sector again. And according to a recent Dutch bank report, demand in the domestic market also has been affected by winter storms and reduced government travel amid widespread job cuts, contributing to developing economic soft patch that has increased consumer uncertainty, also affecting decisions on discretionary spending. So pretty much inflationary talks and, of course, increased economic uncertainties that is also spurring some people to save a little bit more and to hold back on their spending. Is that something that has affected you?
To a degree, but I also like to think that lower demand for travel can bring more affordable airfares. And maybe some special offers and promotions. I'm sure the airlines will be going in that direction pretty soon.
Yeah. I got to say, my recent ticket to... I'll be going to Korea next month, right? And I got it at a pretty good deal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How much?
Okay, about $360.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, because my flight to Japan was $660, and I thought that was pretty decent for a 6.5-hour flight.
Mine's about six hours as well. Yeah,
that's incredible.
Quite a steal.
Korean Air?
No, I believe it's T-Way, I think.
Oh, it's a budget carrier.
Yeah, I'll give you the full details.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that being said, though, Delta still seems to believe that both consumers and corporations are jittery about the economy, and due to that, they are changing or will change their travel plans. And if the economy pulls back or even goes into a recession, consumers will pull back on discretionary spending, including travel, and that is likely to also hamper their growth. As of, year to date, the stock is currently down about 21% to $46.68. So with that, I'm going to give it a nod. What about you?
I'm going to give it a nod as well. I know that airline stocks are cyclical depending on seasonal time of travel, etc. But consumer confidence is down right now. They've got a lot on their plate, so I'm going to give it a nod.
All right. And that is pretty much what a lot of these analysts are saying as well. With, as of the 12th of March, we've got TipRanks, Yahoo, and Barron's all giving it a relatively muted or neutral response. And that's all we have for Delta Airlines. Now, fun fact about Delta Airlines, Emaad.
Okay.
Did you know that it consists of over 800 aircrafts, making it one of the largest fleets in the world? And did you know that they were the first airline to fly living vegetable plants back in 1945.
What? Explain this, please.
Okay, I mean, that's the only fact that I got.
Okay, fair enough.
But do you know what plant was it?
No.
160,000 tomato plants.
What?
Yeah.
Who on earth was that for?
No clue.
Okay.
Didn't search that much. But Emaad, guess why I would call my eggs Delta?
Because they hatch late?
No, because they had the same amount of baggage as the airline.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Now, Emaad,
okay.
Everyone knows two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
But what do two rights make?
A wrong?
An airplane. The Wright brothers. Okay, last one. What do you call an airplane that flies backward?
I know this one.
Okay.
A receding airline.
Oh, there we go.
Yes! Dan, one more for you.
Yeah.
What happens if you wear a watch on a plane, Dan?
A watch on a plane?
Time flies, Dan. Time flies.
Should have known. I was going to say time stops.
Okay.
But okay. And that's all we have for Delta Airlines.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.